Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video I'm going to do like a quite soft, pretty, maybe slightly glam makeup look, but more of a soft glam. And I wanted to play around with this palette here because I haven't done yet. This is the Nip and Fab Jeweled palette. No, it's not. It's the Nip and Fab Gentle Glam palette. And this was the palette I had had in mind to use for my sister when it came to the makeup trial for her wedding and stuff and her bridal look. We've already done the bridal trial, which will go up I think Sunday, and by the time you've seen that, she will actually be married. So she's getting married very soon, and actually we went with a different palette in that look, which actually worked really well and is stunning. So you will see that soon. So yeah, I really wanted to have a little play with this one today, and I've got a few new lip products as well. So if you're interested, then please keep on watching. So starting with base, I'm going to take my Hint Beauty concealer, but I'm just mixing it with a little bit of moisturiser on the back of my hand to create my kind of foundation slash tinted moisturiser for this look. And it's up to you kind of how much coverage you want with this. So if you want not so much coverage, you go in with a bit more moisturiser, or if you want more coverage, then you go in, did I say that right? If you want less coverage, go with more moisturiser, and more coverage, go with more concealer. So you just have a little play around to get the consistency you want. I want slightly more coverage today to go with this kind of gentle glam look. I think I've given myself enough coverage with that, so I'm not going to take it as concealer because all the things I want to conceal are kind of already concealed. So I'm going to set areas in place. I'm going to take my Gosh Primer Set powder for this. Just go ahead and set all the areas I like to set. So under my eyes, kind of down my T-zone area. And while I'm on the face, I'm just going to finish it off, to be honest. So I'm going to take the Lily Lolo Pressed Bronzer in Miami Beach and just go ahead and bronze up the skin. I don't want to go too heavy with the bronzer today. I'm actually going to focus more on the blush when I get to it. I'm also hoping to film a little bit of us getting ready on the day if possible, so you can see kind of us, just us getting ready, having our hair done, all that kind of thing. Because Paige says she's okay for me to do that and stuff, so I don't know what kind of footage I'll get, because I'll literally just pop a camera in the room and just hit record and kind of just leave it there. So I'm not really gonna, it's not gonna be a look video like this where you can really see the detail necessarily. It's just more kind of, more like a vlog, I'd say, than a, yeah. But you already know what her makeup look is gonna be, because obviously you will have seen the trial. And for the blush, I'm going with Makeup Revolution blush. It's in the shade Love. It's just a really pretty kind of neutral pink tone. Like I said, I'm going to go a little bit heavier with the blush today as a comparison to the bronzer. Bring a little bit up around here as well. And then for highlights, I'm going to go with the Lily Lolo Rose highlight today. I think it's going to tie in better with the look that I've got planned for the palette. So just bring it up along my cheekbones and kind of bring it around the brow bone area, just above the brows. And actually I will just sweep it just under the brows as well, so everything ties in together. Okay, I'm going to move on to the brow portion now. So I'm going to take the Lily Lolo Eyebrow Duo as I usually do, but I have actually been using the wax for a change. One day I was out and I forgot to take my brow gel with me, so I used the wax and I kind of mix the two together, and it kind of creates almost like a pomade, and I've been really enjoying it. I just do it on a small angled brush, and I've just been really enjoying how it looks, and it keeps the brows in place, and it just really helps fill them in. And because you've mixed it with the kind of wax, the powder, it makes the powder go further because you don't need to keep dunking in, because it kind of Yeah, it almost turns it into a pomade. It's weird, but it's not. I like it a lot. Okay, so moving on to eyes. So I'm always obviously going to prep my eyes using my Lily Lola eye primer. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to do this palette today, and I think I'm going to go for kind of the grey tones in this palette a little bit, something a bit more cool toned. So I'm going to take this shade here, which is called Dusty Rose, and I'm going to use this on a fluffy brush and to act as my transition shade. So just popping it through the crease and just blending it out. Then I'm going to go in the shade, this one here, called Elegance, which is a slightly deeper version. I'm going to use it on the same brush, but I'm bringing it through the crease, just not taking it quite as high up, so just adding a bit of definition, mainly to kind of the crease area. And these kind of really work together because they're kind of similar shades, but just one is deep in the other, so they blend nicely together. So far these are blending nicely. I had no reason to believe they wouldn't, because obviously I've tried the sculpted palette and I've tried the dual palette from Nip and Fab, and I've really loved them both. The sculpted one I definitely use the most because it's mainly, it's all neutral shades, and then it's all kind of mattes apart from 2 shimmers in there, so it's like a really easy everyday palette to use. And then the jewelled ones are a lot more fun and vibrant with different colours and things like that. Then I use this deeper shade here called Charcoal on a fluffy brush, much more grey toned. So there's no real dark colours in here, this is the darkest colour. So obviously it depends on what your preference is, whether you like to have like a black or a really dark shade in there. This may not be for you because, as you can see, it's not the darkest of colours. It is going to add some definition, but like the palette is called, it's a gentle glam palette, so it's not going to be super intense. So I think it's down to kind of personal preference with this palette. I will say I'm finding I'm digging back into the eyeshadow a few times just to kind of build up some kind of depth to the eye. So that's just something to bear in mind, but it will create quite a nice depth to the eye once built up. So I guess if you like something that's a bit more buildable, so slightly easier to work with, this is a really nice, it's a nice colour to go for. But if you're someone who likes full-on pigment right from the get-go, this palette probably won't be for you. You need to make sure you tap off the brush with these eyeshadows because there will be a little bit of fallout that can occur. So I always just tap off my brush before applying, just to prevent that, especially because I've done my face first. Just going to take that original fluffy brush and just make sure everything is blended nicely together. I'm going to add some shimmer in a second, but for now I just want to take this shade here, which is called Soulmate. I'm just going to take this on a flat brush and just run this along my lower lash line. I want to add a little something under there, but I'm not going to go too heavy. Okay, now I am going to apply shimmer, so I'm going to go with the grey shimmer here, which is called Muse, on a flat brush. So I'm going for quite a cool tone look, which I know a lot of people have been asking for more cool toned looks, so I thought this is perfect. Which side is that? Oh. Well, that's very underwhelming. That kind of gives more specks of shimmer across the lid as opposed to like a full-on shimmer. Hang on. It's actually quite I don't like that actually. That's not such a nice eyeshadow. Because usually they're much more kind of, a bit more intense than that. Let me just swatch now. Let me swatch Moon Shimmer. No, Shimmer, sorry. Yeah, they're kind of more of a sheer shimmer. So I say those shimmers are slightly different formulas as opposed to the shimmers in the other palette. I'm going to try wet my brush, see if that makes a difference. Give it a quick spray and then see what happens. Okay, so it definitely makes it more noticeable, but I'm not sure if I like the colour or not. I'm just going to do the same with the other eye, then I might do the same with Moon Shimmer, where I wet the brush and pop it over the top just to see what it's like. I mean, like the other shimmers in the other palettes have really nice pigmentation to them, so I'm quite surprised by this one. It's definitely not my favourite so far. I'm going to take a fresh brush, dip into that Moon Shimmer this time. Again, just wet the brush slightly. Oh. I mean, that's kind of made it better, and so you can see it more. But I just feel like in comparison to the other Nip and Fab palettes where they have got shimmers in, they were a much nicer formula. They're not the no, again, they weren't like super in your face shimmer, but you could definitely see them from the get-go without having to wet the brush. And even wetting the brush with these ones, it doesn't give the most amazing finish, I don't think, personally. I'm kind of glad I didn't try this on my sister's trial. We went straight for another palette that kind of actually suited the kind of colour theme of the wedding. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, but I just think in comparison to the other Nip and Fab palettes, I think I prefer the other two. Okay, well, let's finish this off with some mascara. So let's take the Kiko Extra Sculpt mascara, because I know I like this one a lot. Okay, so let's finish this look off with lips. So I've got a few new lip products as well to try out in this video, like I mentioned. So Emily kind of messaged me saying that she was doing a Colourpop order, and she said she asked if I wanted to add anything to the order. So I went on, and I've tried the Ultra Matte liquid lipsticks, and I quite like them. I know not everyone does because they think a bit drying, but I really wanted to try some of the Ultra Satin lips. So I added 2 Ultra Satin lips to her order, and I forget how inexpensive Colourpop is, because for 2 of them we worked out in terms of pounds that it cost me £12.80, I believe, which is just so inexpensive. So I went for 2. So I've got Aquarius, which is a collab with Kathleen Lights, and Dopey. I think I'm probably going to go Dopey with this look just because it's slightly more cool tone than Aquarius, I think. So let's open these up. But yeah, I really wanted to try the Ultra Satin lips, because I have been getting more into kind of glossy lips as opposed to matte lips all the time. So I thought these were really nice. So you've got Dopey's the more pink, and Aquarius is slightly more the nude. I will just swatch both, but I think Aquarius is the one Dopey's the one I want to go for. Ooh. So it's a liquid lipstick, but it's not a matte liquid lipstick, so it will transfer and stuff, but that's a nice colour. The only thing with these, and I think I mentioned before, is sometimes they come out darker than you're expecting. Crikey. Because that's, yeah, that Dopey pink one. Oh, actually no, the Dopey's fine. The Aquarius, I thought, actually, no. Ignore me. Definitely the matte liquid lips, some of them kind of came out darker than you're expecting. Do I want to go Dopey? Yeah, I think I'm going to go Dopey with this look, because I think it would look really nice. So, I'm not going to go with a lip liner or anything like that. I just want to go straight onto the lips with this. Oh. Yeah, so it's really nice pigmentation. It's very creamy. As you saw, I didn't need to dunk in twice. I did that all over with one swipe. And it feels really comfortable on lips. So yeah, it's not glossy. I know I said I'm starting to get into glossy lips. It's more like velvety, so it's got that movability. It's not completely shiny, but it has a slight sheen to it, and it's just something that's going to be much more comfortable on the lips, but still give you that really nice pigment payoff. But like I said, they will transfer because they aren't completely matte. I think this is a really pretty shade. I think this one actually ties in really well with the eye look, which is why I want to go with that one. So I will be wearing this in a different video, the Aquarius one, but this is the shade Dopey. And I think it looks really, really nice. Okay, so this is the makeup look complete. Like I said, I'm kind of slightly disappointed at Nip and Fab palette, especially that shimmer shade, or the couple of shimmer shades that I used, and I swatched a few. Just because I know how the formula of the other two are, so I know kind of the standard of eyeshadows that I like from them, if that makes sense. The mattes weren't actually too bad, but I did find myself going back and forth with the charcoal colour to kind of build up the intensity. I mean, this is called a gentle glam palette, so I don't know if maybe they decide to go with softer pigmentation or whatever, but I just think I prefer, I really like the colours in this palette in terms of looking at it and the cool toneness of them. I think it looks like a really pretty palette, but I think I do prefer my sculpted and my jewelled palette as well, especially in terms of the kind of shimmer shades. So I mean, I think the look turned out really nicely in the end. I just because I've owned the other two, I know what the eyeshadows can be like, which is why it's kind of, this one has disappointed me slightly. But the lips I really, really like. They look really nice. Like I said, pigmentation was nice, easy to apply. I did it in one swap. I didn't need to keep going back and forth into the tube to get more product out or anything like that. It feels really comfortable on lips, non-sticky. And yeah, it'd be interesting to see how it lasts throughout the day. So I will leave in the description box how well I found they lasted and things like that. And if they did fade, kind of when they started to fade and what the fade's like. Because sometimes transferable lipsticks fade really nicely, or sometimes they can like fade badly. So I will let you know either in the description bar or in future video how I feel about them properly. So for now, that's this video complete. I do like the look I've created. Like I just said, I'm just not sure about the palette. Yeah, I really hope you've enjoyed the video. Let me know any questions down below. Like I said, the next video will be my sister's makeup trial for her wedding, which will have already happened. And yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.